Hey everybody, so today's Fact Friday, and for Fact Friday, I wanted to be talking about discipline. So, discipline's harder between, especially younger people. Um, it kind of corresponds with habits as well as vices, and it could be as small as like playing the video games or even going out every weekend. Those are habits or vices that they're not necessarily good for us, but they're not necessarily bad for us as well. But they do take a toll on us, eventually in the future. And I'll tell you why. Um, if I'm doing the same thing every day and nothing changes and I'm not growing, I'm not getting better, that's you're kind of like short selling yourself, As people, we're adaptive. We need change. We need to be either growing and moving forward, or we're going to be staying the same, moving backwards, and I guess not growing. um you, you kind of need to grow to stay in the game or stay alive, you know that's why people go to the gym. They work out on their appearance. They do a lot of stuff, work on their finances, all of that. And with discipline, many people don't have discipline. So, especially nowadays and age, for some reason, and it's really hard, especially with addicting stuff. So nicotine's very addictive, and I know a lot of people, especially my age, that are like addicted to vape, um, cigarettes, not necessarily tobacco, but tobacco used to be a huge thing back then, and uh, weed and oils and carts and all that stuff. And the same thing with alcohol and all that. It's okay to do it once in a while. If that's your thing, you like to do that, that's okay. You could do it once or whatever, but it shouldn't take a toll on you. It shouldn't be a huge part of your life, and it should only be a one and done or a phase where you kind of get rid of it because, like I said, as humans, we're always growing, and not physically growing, but our mind should be growing as well. And you're gonna have to leave some things behind. With that being said, um, and you'll understand, you'll learn as you grow older. Some things don't catch your interest anymore, like those things. I guess uh, I was really blessed. I guess I'm very disciplined for some reason. I know most of my family is, and I think it weird. I think we're that way, very disciplined, because we came from a certain upbringing, or we were raised a certain way, and we didn't we didn't have much. So I think it's since we didn't have much, we didn't have all these options that other people have. That's why I think it's just crazy how all these people get hooked on all this stuff, but they don't have any money. They don't have time for themselves or to do stuff to make them grow or benefit themselves, and they're just hooked on it, and it's taking a toll on their well-being, their health, their mind, and as well as their pocket, their finances, because it's a once they get their paycheck, that's another payment that they have to give out. So it's just gonna keep hurting you in the long run until you kind of figure that out for yourself and finally give up on that because it's not helping you, it's just hurting you. It'll make your life more beneficial, even though it's gonna be hard to do. Um, when having a lot of options, it's easier to not be disciplined. So you have to force yourself. You really have to look at it like you're your own boss, you know, with everything. Finances, your health. So if you're working for a company and you're the boss, and you go and you want to go eat chips or pizza, whatever, all the junk food, and as a boss, you shouldn't want your worker to eat all that because he's not going to be working so hard. Same thing with yourself, you know? If you're eating all this junk food and stuff, you're not going to be getting the most energy out of that food and nutrients, and you're not going to be moving and, working as you should be off of better food, healthier foods. So you kind of just have to, I guess, dictate yourself and limit yourself, and the right amounts and all that. But I want you guys to know it's gonna it's gonna be a huge change drastically, but you're gonna take it step by step, little by little. Nothing happens overnight. It's gonna take a month, but you need to put your foot in that door, not just in your head, but physically, saying no, I don't want this, or force yourself. What I usually do is I force myself into a position where I can't back out of. Meaning, I'll give you an example. So if let's just say as a vice, I drink a lot. I don't, but let's just say that. And uh, and my me being disciplined, my I guess goal is to not drink anymore. So we're going to a party or whatever. I'm gonna kind of distance myself away from those people and kind of not be around them, because I know me being around them, one thing's gonna lead to another. I'm gonna be laughing with them, talking with them, and then hey, let's one drink won't hurt. And then after one drink, then it's on 5 drinks, 10 drinks, and it's just way too much. So just make sure you take little steps and put your foot through that door.